Hi, everybody.
Hey!
Welcome to Kindful Knits, episode 25. Today is August 29th. You will see this probably on August 30th, 2024.
Welcome!
I am Arminda. I am Smells Like Knit on Instagram and Ravelry.
And you can find me as Always Be Kind Yarn on Instagram and Ravelry. And this is Kindful Knits, a yarn bestie podcast where we talk about all of the yarny things.
All of them.
Yep.
And
all the time.
all not the yarny things sometimes
Lots
too.
of non-yarny things too.
If you want to reach us, you can email us at kindfulknits@gmail.com. Everything that you need to know will be in the show notes.
The fabulous, amazing, very thorough show notes done by...
It's one thing that I do well. Mm-hmm. One of like two things that I do well.
She does it very well.
So let's just get into it.
Yeah, what have you been up to? Staying out of jail.
Upright, out of custody, and still allowed to be on the internet. That's what I've been up to.
That is a very low bar that we
You would think it is, but it's surprisingly not that low some days. I was at a conference last week that was very interesting. Some things were interesting. Some things were very boring, as conferences are. And I was gone for too long. It was bad.
But how much knitting did you get done during the conference?
I did 2 chickens. I'll show you a picture of one and the finished one of the finished ones in real life.
Chicken knitter extraordinary.
Chicken knitter. And I have half of I guess it's a garment, but I can't show it. I'm making something for someone who may or may not watch the show. I am not sure. So I'm erring on the side of caution, which I don't normally do.
Caution is not in your normal MO.
No, I'm...
So I did a little bit what did I do? I finished the JulAugust Kindness Club kit. Those got shipped out last week. Oh, glad to finally be done with those, and I was so behind on everything, so it was nice to get those off my plate.
Did we show it?
Not yet. I'll show that.
Okay.
Wait for it.
And
we had a fun Tuesday night knit group.
We had the best Tuesday night knit group.
I love Tuesdays. Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week. I enjoy our
social club.
Group. Our social club is so much fun. It's just fun to hang out and chat and visit and knit and laugh and have a good time.
If you are in the Eugene, Springfield, Lane County area, feel free to check us out, yarnies541.org or yarnies541 on Instagram. All the links are in the link tree there and on the website for the Discord, Instagram, Facebook, etc. All of that. So if you are local, please come hang out with us.
And it's been fun. We've had some new people come every single week. Yep. It's fun to see the different people that are coming out to join us, and we have a great time.
We had a great time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we've been up to. Nothing too exciting.
Nothing too exciting that I am legally allowed to talk about.
Yeah, keep those secrets.
Gotta keep them.
Don't talk about those. But yeah, so let's jump right into...
Because snitches get stitches. I can't help myself with the puns, you guys. I cannot.
Snitches get stitches.
Anyway, that's the dumbest pun anyway. But I like it. It makes me happy. I'm going to find a way to use it.
So what else we got going on?
Let's just jump in.
Do it.
You have FOs, which is sometimes unusual.
I have 3 FOs today and 1 nearly finished object and some whips. What about you?
I have a couple of FOs and definitely 1 whip to show. Great. And something that I'm planning. Yeah, that's what's up.
Okay, jump in. Let's start with
okay.
Your FO. Let's start with that FO and go.
So first, while I was at my conference, I made 2 chickens in 5 days, and that wasn't conference knitting because I was working on a shawl for conference knitting. This was in the evenings. So you guys, there's a lot at stake this year. If you know,
Besides chickens.
So I'm encouraging you to make sure that you are registered to vote, first of all.
Yes.
And I made... Are you ready?
Let's see it.
I made a Harris-Walz chicken.
Yep.
You guys. It's like the DNC party chicken.
And they did have a party. It was a party.
Look at this. No hooks given. Flock of seagulls. Pom-pom with the glitter. There's glitter in the hair. This chicken is ready
To party.
So this is my Harris-Walz chicken. I want to get a button or something, and I would like to raffle the chicken off.
I think you should. I think that's a great idea. Raise a little money.
It looks kind of sporty. It looks like those 1972 tube socks from the Harlem Globetrotters. That's the one. Anyway, I'd like to raffle this off. Details will be forthcoming on the Kindful Knits and my own Instagram probably when I figure out how it's going to go, because I got to get some details figured out. But if you would like an entry into this, be on the lookout for that. So there's a lot at stake. Obviously, I am letting you know where I stand. And I know that like the two-party system isn't perfect. And I have a lot of critiques about a lot of things, and there's too much on the line this year. So vote.
Voting for like hope.
Vote for hope. Vote for compassion.
Yeah. And kindness and progress. And
I'm feeling conflicted. Not about who I'm going to vote for, but like the things that I'm saying. So I mean, there's a lot that's going on. I don't always agree with everything or where the party stands or doesn't stand or speaks up or doesn't speak up. But there's just a lot of progress we can't make if we turn another way. So
yeah,
there's a lot happening in my head right now. Anyway, I would like to vote for progress. That's what I would like to vote for. So this is my squishy chicken.
So if you're interested in this amazing chicken, it's so good. I wish I could take it home with me. In fact, maybe, can I win? Am I eligible?
I mean, you can absolutely donate.
So we're going to do some kind of a raffle where you will donate a certain amount for a ticket, like maybe like a $5 donation will get you a ticket into the raffle. And and then all the funds will be donated to the Harris-Walz campaign. And excited about that. So thank you for supporting us in that, and get out, register to vote, encourage people to vote. It matters.
Talk about the issues,
really
man.
Matters.
Talk about the issues. I can't stop playing with it.
The pom-pom is so distracting. It's so awesome.
Flock of seagulls, extraordinaire hair.
Such an awesome chicken, right? And so what else? What other?
First, wait, hold on. This is a no hooks given pom.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this hair. Wow. Oh my God. Anyway, this is it's a good chicken. I enjoyed making this chicken. This is also just some acrylic from Michael's, like loops and threads or whatever. So it's my Harlem Globetrotter Harris-Walz chicken. That's what it is.
It's amazing. Patriotic. Get out and vote.
Get out and vote. So I made another chicken. I already gifted it.
Before we move on from that, though, let's talk about Taylor's.
Why are you telling me what to do? Right.
I can do that once in a while.
You're right. Keeping me on track all the time. So our friend Taylor from needle.fox.arts on Instagram.
Talked about Taylor so many times. We adore
She's been
her.
on the show.
She's amazing.
She's
a pattern designer. She is a bag maker, crafter extraordinaire. She's amazing. So she has several patterns on Ravelry, PayHip, and she is committed to donating proceeds from all of her patterns.
I'm looking up this thing. Okay.
So here's all the details.
Yes. So she's also doing a fundraiser, much more organized than the chicken fundraiser. I should call it Chicken Scratch is the fundraiser. We're raising Chicken Scratch. Anyway, I'm so full of puns today, you guys. Okay. So Needle Fox Arts is donating all my online pattern sale proceeds after fees. So she has to pay a fee, obviously, to have it online. She is donating all her online pattern sales to the AMAZING campaign through October 20th. The current donation, as of yesterday, was at $120 and growing. There are 2 places to buy her patterns. It will be listed in the comments also. Ravelry.com under Taylor-Rutledge, and on PayHip under Needle Fox Arts. So all of that will be in the comments. I may even try to put it on right here. And there's a giveaway. Knit a Needle Fox pattern and tag it on Instagram with hashtag NeedleFoxVotes, finished or in progress projects, and be entered in a prize giveaway. Prize drawing and announcement will be on Election Day. The prize is yet to be determined. For each finished Needle Fox Votes projects, I'll add $1 to the Harris-Walz donation through November 3rd. So I will be putting all of this in the show notes so that we have that. Please, 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 if you want to retain any sense of freedom, vote and donate and do all the things. So we'll have those links to Taylor's fundraiser on screen and down below.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's a really cool thing that she's doing.
She's thought about it a lot.
She has, and she's an incredible person. That's so great to share what she does and encouraging other people to get out and vote and participate in our democracy.
Right.
So, all right.
So then I made another chicken, moving right along.
Moving back to chickens.
Okay. We're done with national politics. We're moving to the farm desk.
To the farm desk.
The FFA desk. Tornado watch. Anyway, I made, I really, one of my absolute most wonderful people that I know lost her old man dog not too long ago, and I was actually the one that went with her to pick him from the litter, and I got to pick him from the litter 14 years ago. And so it affected me, obviously. And I thought, what a perfect time for an emotional support chicken. So
great time for that.
I went and visited him before the time came, and I'm feeling really clumsy with my words today.
You're doing great.
I'm feeling very clumsy with it. So I went and saw him before it was time, and then, how you do with pets. And so I made her a chicken, and she loves the chicken. I hope the other dog doesn't eat the chicken. It could happen. It was a risk I'm willing to take. So rest in peace, Ripley. There are many other animals over the other side of the Rainbow Bridge waiting for him to come home, and that was really freaking sad. And there's been a lot of other people dealing with pet loss as well. So it kind of seems to be that season, and I hate it. I hate that for people who love animals. Makes me sad.
I did that this summer.
Yeah.
So do you have a picture of the chicken that you shared with her?
I'm gonna put it on the. I think I'm gonna insert it on the screen.
Okay, perfect.
I'll put it right here. And that was a lovely chicken. And she liked it a lot. I named it Top Brass because she's a 4-star general friend. Mm-hmm. And yeah. And then I made the Harris-Walz chicken. Oh, and I will put a picture of the finished. Do I have a picture? I think I have a picture of the finished one. The person I made the chicken for, I made her grant writer a chicken like the week before.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't see that one. You
didn't have that on our last
episode.
Have pictures of that too. I'll put those also. I'll put that one here.
And so that is chicken number...
This is chicken number 22.
Only 2 more. 2 more left, and you have met your quota for the year. Oh my God. 24 chickens in 2024.
And my 24th chicken is mine, unless something...
Are you going to retire your chicken making...
No. Are you kidding?
Needles?
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
They're just going to take like a brief...
hiatus?
Yeah, a seasonal hiatus for... Mm-hmm. I feel like chickens are not during professional knitting season.
No.
And is professional knitting season, I'm wondering if I'm misspeaking, is professional knitting season in the winter or is it actually in the summer when the pros knit?
Yeah. You got to get ready for winter by knitting all summer, fall.
I feel like summer knitters are maybe really the pros.
Maybe.
I don't
Knitters that knit all year long regardless of season.
Right.
That's us.
Yeah, I'm always knitting something. Except when I break myself.
No, don't break yourself.
Don't break yourself. Anyway.
All right. So
bring us back on the rails.
Let's do it. Okay, so what have I got?
What do you have finished?
3 finished objects.
Can I put this on the screen?
Yes. So look, I started this last week while we were sitting here.
Yeah.
And
so squishy.
This is the bulky 2-ply tie-dye yarn that Kai Knight did. And it's the bulky 2-ply. And I just did a 1x1 twisted rib, so half twisted rib, and just let it go until I felt like it was done. Look at the crown. Look how awesome my...
It looks
I don't know if
great.
you really
Is
can't-
that the one is that with that video that I showed you?
I made it up as I went.
Of course you did.
But, I mean, I kept the ribbing. I can't really see it as well on the video, but I'm pretty impressed with how good I did on it.
This hat is
made it up as I
really
went.
more muted in real life. It's showing up a lot brighter on screen, so you never know how it's going to be
So
with
then
light.
let me show you a whip, because it's the same yarn, it was just done in a different pan. So this yarn is also tie-dye yarn, and it was done in another pan, and this is a different base. This is the 1-ply super bulky
Look at this, you guys. Look at that. Oh,
color.
I love a 1-ply. It's
And
so
so
mushy.
I cast on this hat
Those
to see
colors
how it
look
would work.
stunning on
But this
screen.
detail, you can't really see the detail as well because of all the color play. So I don't know that this is the right, and I didn't feel like it was the right thing, so I pulled the needles out of it. And I'm like, oh, but I want to show it first. So I put this emergency needle back in it just so I could show it to see it.
Did you see Black Pearl Magic? Was that her? That said,
Yeah,
for
she
the
said-
love of God, for the love of all things holy, stop making intricate textures in variegated yarn.
Highly speckled variegated yarn, because
Yeah, nobody sees
all your hard work.
No.
So I didn't feel, and that I actually thought about that when I took this out.
But you were just trying out this pattern too.
I was trying out the pattern, trying out this yarn. Wanted to kind of get an idea of how that was going to pool together. It's too busy for
but
something
those
with texture.
Colors. This
So
would be a
I
great
think-
just 1x1 or a left leaning.
Oh, I probably will do a
Spiral.
left-leaning spiral. That's probably a good idea.
That's so. You should.
So anyway, that's the difference though between the 2-ply bulky, and this was on a size. I think I did this one on a 9 or a 10 last week.
And this was on.
This is on an 11.
Right. This is. I just love this.
Yeah.
Freaking colors.
The colors are so fun, and they're very saturated. It was just a different way that we did that particular one.
So pretty.
One whip, one finished object, same yarn, colorway, just different bases.
I think it's important for people to know like how that can change so drastically in the base.
Because this single ply just sucked up the color so quickly. This one took a little bit. This one didn't pull it in quite as saturated.
Yeah. That's
Side
so
by
nice.
side, 2 pans done side by side.
So nice.
Anyway, lots of fun. One whip, one finished object. Done. What's next? Other finished object. Okay, let me show these ones because I finished
This made me
these
so happy.
at Tuesday Knit Night. So a couple months ago, maybe
So cute.
4 or 5 episodes ago, I was talking to you about my shorty socks, and I was working them in tandem, so I didn't finish one before the other. And I had done the toe. I had done this part on both of them. So then the other night, I was looking for something, reorganizing, digging through some bags, searching for something. I'm like, oh, there's a pair of socks that I could work on. So I took these upstairs, went to bed, stayed up till like 3 a.m, finished the foot, the heel flap, and the gusset. Finished my socks on both of them.
They're just so cute.
And then I took them and then I picked up one round and picked up all the stitches, took them to Knit Night and finished all the ribbing on both socks that night. These fit me so perfectly. They're stretchy and they fit my foot really well. These are the only socks that I do toe up and the only socks that I do a heel flap on, because I like the fit of these, but I don't typically use a heel flap. I don't like the way it fits my foot normally. But
these are these
the
shorty
way
ones,
that this fits, stays in my
So
shoe.
cute.
Love them. So this is the Neon Unicorn Rainbow shorties.
And is that still being made?
I mean, it could be. There's not any
haven't
available
retired
right
it?
now. I haven't retired it, but I haven't made any more recently.
Got it.
It's in the same category as Graffiti Rainbow. So, and I loved how the backside didn't have very much. All the funky was on. And so I did that as I was going round and round. I kept all the fun on the toes, and then the backside didn't have as much.
Nice.
So fun. So, finished object. I just needed to weave in the ends and wear them.
I like those.
Yeah.
They're cute.
I love these kind of shorty socks. They're my favorite shorties. Finished object. Am I ready for another one?
Yeah, I have no more.
I have a nearly finished object. Before I do that, let me show you this whip. So this is one of my whips. So this is my purse sock. And I just start with a cuff, knit, 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 knit. Keep knitting as long as I need to until I have another cuff. So I have enough for 2 socks, cuff to cuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an afterthought, everything. This one is my Always Be Kind yarn, or Always Be Kind stripes, using this is my logo colorway. And I think I probably have about 160 rounds. Here's 160 rows. And I needed to get to 240 to cut it in half for 2 socks. So my old purse sock was this. And last night I cut them in half. I finished off the cuff for the one.
So here's how it was, right?
So it was
like this. Here, hold this one.
Yep.
So it's like this.
So it was one long tube. Mm-hmm. And I did a cuff on one end, cuff on the other end, put in my lifeline around both sides with one row in between. In fact, I have a video that I'll probably post on my Instagram that has me cutting up and doing that, because I did it last night. So I took some pictures of it. And
then you put in the toes.
And then I cut it, and then I had 2 socks ready for toes. So I did. That just needs to be pulled in.
Yeah, but I'm gonna pull it out because I can't pull it in. There.
And so then I put in the toes, and I always do a rounded star toe.
Look at the sparkle on that too.
So it just has this rounded.
And you like how that fits your foot?
I love how this fits my foot. It's my favorite. I don't like the box, one single decrease on either side, and then the flat top on the toe. I like the rounded.
Yeah.
So then I just need to cut in my afterthought heel, and I'll have a finished pair of socks.
Tell people about what you do here, because this is helpful for people.
So then what I've done here, and let me take it out of this so you can see. So what I did is I just pulled a piece of an extra strand of the yarn and wound it in, and then every 10 rows, so I have it attached to a darning needle, and so then I just, every 10 rounds, I'll weave it back in. So here's 10, and here's 10, and 10, 10, 10. So every 10 rounds, the stitches go up. And now it's come out since I've taken it apart.
But it helps you count quickly.
I was able to just look at it and 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And that's how I knew how many stitches
and
I had.
You wouldn't have to use a darning. You could pull it through with your needle.
Yeah.
If you needed
so
to.
So sometimes I'll just knit, and I'm not counting as I go. So then I have to go back through, and that's why I use the darning needle.
Got it.
So after I've knit 20 or 40 rounds, I can go back through and
So a good tip for folks who may be
counting.
Yeah, for easy counting, so you don't have to take too much time to count.
And it's not bulky. It's not in the way. It doesn't dangle. Doesn't get caught on things. It's just wind that through and count every 10 rounds.
Yeah, that's
It's
great.
the best way for me to count if I don't have stripes. Stripes are, for me, I do so this is 1 repeat, 2 repeats, 3 repeats. I'll probably go to this repeat right here. That's I don't know how many rounds that is, but I'll do it based on repeats if I'm doing stripes, more so than.
Sure.
And for me, for the size that fits me, this is a 60 stitch count on a 1.5. US 1.5 is my preferred size for socks for myself. And I need 120 stitches from cuff to toe, and I'll cut it at 62 stitches, 62 rounds, 62 to 64 rounds for my foot. And then whatever the top is not that big a deal for me. I know exactly how long I need it to be to fit my foot properly.
I like that.
So I have a very specific recipe for me.
That is the mermaid.
This is Mermaid Garden, because it was from it was done at the same time as Candyland Confetti, but the variegated didn't feel Candyland Confetti. It felt very mermaidy, so I changed the name.
Okay.
And I only have 2 of these available. It's not listed on the website. If you're local, pick it up at Cozy. She's still got 2.
Okay.
And I'll probably take the other 2 off.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
Remind me to talk about the mystery stuff off. Nearly finished object. Nearly. because it just needs heels, and I'll get those done. Maybe
Okay.
next year. Maybe I'll finish them next year. Who knows?
You'll get some
and
finish-itis.
I had my sock ruler
Where'd you get that?
in here, and it is by the sockruler.com. Sockruler.com. Here's the
Cool.
sockruler.com.
There you go.
And talks about using it for cuff down knitting, top down.
Oh, and it gives you some like how to use it too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of really nice for
So
folks
like
who are
for
beginning.
like a heel flap, if you're going cuff down, like this is what length that you should start your flap. And if you're doing it, so here you can see you're doing it if you're doing toe up.
Cool.
It's just, yeah.
That's great.
All
the
I
little
like
notions
it
that we
also
need.
to be able to see that rounded toe for me is
Important. Yeah.
to see if I have
That's cool.
enough. And I have plenty. for
You've
the
really
size I
been
need.
on one with finishing things.
Friendly accountability.
Yeah.
Remember last week we talked about what helps me finish things?
Pressure.
Pressure. Pressure.
What else do
Finished.
you have?
Almost finished.
Is that all for FOs?
No. So then the other FO I have. So
Oh, yeah.
Kai and I dyed another skein of yarn. It was Rainbow Salad is what we called it. And I don't have it with me. I don't even think I have any more of it. But it was so popular, I'm going to recreate this one because it's easy to do. So this is on a size 10. And I think this is 72 stitches. And it's my left-leaning increase or left-leaning, left twist spiral. This pattern, it will come eventually. But I was just doing it. I'm like, I like it, but I don't love it. Like the colors are not pooling the way I hoped they might. So let me pause.
It's very Midwest Jello salad.
It's very, yeah. It's
Ambrosia. Somebody called it ambrosia.
Yeah. So it's really kind of, it's rainbow,
It's not
but
your favorite.
It wasn't like visually appealing to me. So then I stopped where I was at with that. I didn't take it out. I just went to the other end of the ball
Okay.
and cast on another hat.
And show us what you made.
On a size 11.
Okay.
11.
Because this is what? 13?
This is a 10.
This is a 10.
is an 11.
Oh, look at the difference.
And maybe this is a 9. See, it's fine. I'm pretty sure this is actually a 9, I think. Yeah, it's a 9.
Okay. And so this is an 11. That's what you're saying.
This is a 10. This is an 11.
Okay. So just
So I did
one
it
size
on-
difference.
I did it on, yeah, this is the difference in my
Okay.
needles. So this, I
Wow.
did one on a
Wow.
10 and one
And
on an 11.
look at the difference in the
So
what
what I
happened.
did is I tested it out. I cast on 48 stitches for the ribbing, one by one, twisted rib, and see how they were just stacking really nice. And I was
Yeah.
kind of getting a good pooling,
It's a cupie cone.
but I wanted to increase it to 52 stitches for my math for my spiral. 52, it was staggering it too far. It was dragging the color too far, and I didn't like the way it was pooling. So then I took it down to 51 stitches. That wasn't quite right. Took it down to 50 stitches, and that's what got this spiral to occur like this.
So pretty.
And it just was an adjustment in the number of stitches, the circumference, the size of the needles, exact same ball of yarn, literally from one end to the other.
And that just shows kind of what you have to do sometimes, like mess around with stuff until you get what you want.
So I posted this in a Facebook group, and then I keep
okay.
typing. Facebook group and on my Instagram. Does gauge matter? It depends, right? It depends on the project. Is it a pattern that somebody else has designed, and following their gauge is necessary in order to achieve the desired effect of the pattern? But if you're playing around with your own thing, you're kind of just working something up, and you want to see what the yarn is going to do, gauge doesn't necessarily matter, but it makes a difference in the finished product.
Right.
So I was really interested to see what this did versus what this did. I love this spiral on the,
It's like a
on the
shooting
decrease.
star. Yeah. It's really cute.
I love it. I'm
Super
super
cute.
pleased with this hat, and love the way that it pooled within these spirals. So finished object, a whip, but I'm going to take this out, and I didn't weigh this one yet. if this one's less than 50 grams, I
might
can make
make
another hat exactly
For
like
the
it.
boys. Yeah.
If
great.
there's, it feels like it might be enough, but if it's not, this is going to come back. Rainbow salad will be available in my shop because it's not difficult to make. It's a process, but it's not difficult, and certainly within my capabilities to make more of it.
Cool.
So, FO and whip.
That's great.
What else have I got?
What you got? Plans?
Oh, I've got 2 more whips.
Oh, you have 2 more whips?
So I have this one. This is my purse sock that I just take wherever. It lives in this amazing little bag. Little sock, this little yarn bowl.
Your little yarn basket.
Has a little clip on it. I just clip it closed and leave it in my purse. It goes with me everywhere.
Cute.
So I can just knit a few rounds when I'm somewhere and I need something to do. It just clips it closed and it goes in my purse. Or it can stay open and just sit on the table like a little yarn bowl that's not going to break. You're not going to...
Right.
Your cake, not having that cake right there.
It doesn't run around.
So yeah, your cake just fits like right perfectly inside of it. You can work directly from it.
Right.
So, love this. And I have some of these available. I'll show you those in just a minute. Let me finish. I'll show you my last whip.
Okay.
I love it. I just split for sleeves
this is so
the other
soft.
day.
This is stupid.
This is all I have left from the first round, and I've got one more.
From the first ball?
From the first ball.
Whatever.
The first ball. This is what I've got. So this is my Tolsta tee number 2. I'm doing it with no modifications. The only modifications I'm doing is that I'm not doing anything extra. I'm keeping it very simple, very basic, and no... Caught on there. No extra details. I'm keeping it very simple with no positive ease. It's not negative ease necessarily, but no positive ease either.
It's gonna just fit.
It's just gonna fit me. Just
it's so soft.
So good. And I love the way that marled
it looks
mohair is bringing in the color, and it's just an undyed 1-ply 70/30.
It's a very Monet looking kind of look.
I love it. And I love the way that the color is playing. And it's
so
interesting.
soft.
It's a little, see how the color changes a little bit right here? It's because that's where I'm in the round now.
Oh, gotcha.
And without the, that's where I split for sleeves.
Yeah.
So I have this is where I do with my sweaters when I split for sleeves. I have a ring that has the clips on it that I need, and when I run out of clips, I'm done increasing.
Oh, okay.
That's how many increases
that's so smart.
Every 10 rounds. So I've counted out how many ever I need, and every 10 rounds I'll put another clip, and when they're gone, I'm done increasing.
So smart.
So just one of the tricks that I've used for me to help me easily count.
Right.
And know
stay on track when
done.
you put it down and pick it back up again. Unlike my muscle bro, where I'm like, I don't
or
know
like
what's
with your love note, and that just grew and grew and grew, measuring out. Okay, this is how many rounds. If I'm on gauge, this is how many rounds I need. And for me, I needed 130 rounds.
Okay.
No, 118 is what I needed, because the 130 is including my ribbing.
Okay.
So I counted out the amount of divide by 10 how many counters I needed. So every 10 rounds I'll place one.
That's great.
And keeps me on track.
I love it.
It's my little trick. And this was in the middle of the night, and I could have gone downstairs to get some barber cords. I just happened to have this in my side table where
it's so much easier
at 2 in the morning, and so I just stuck that on there. So it's just got this black yarn in for the sleeves.
I love it.
Because going downstairs was too much work at 2 in the morning.
It is. It's a lot of work at 2 a.m.
I wake up the dogs, and anyway, but I love the color, how it's playing together. So this is, I think I did the recommended needle size. No, no, it's the pink one. I changed needle size. This is I did everything's recommended 2 pattern on this.
That's nice. And that's Tolsta?
Nice. Tolsta number 2.
I need to get my Tolsta cast on. My striped one.
For this one to be done.
So because I have this item that I'm making for someone that I see often, I can't always knit it when I'm knitting with our group or whatever. So I cast on the other day. I needed something to just take to Tuesday night and to have around, easy peasy. So I'm just gonna. It's that time of year. I'm making just this in the round. You gather it up. It'll be a pumpkin eventually. It's gonna be super pumpkin spice girl kind of colors. When I'm done, I'm just gonna make a tube, and I cinch the top, cinch the bottom, stuff it, and then run probably maybe some purple, or see, there's some purple in there, or some like this fall kind of red, in through the middle and around,
and tighten it
to make it look like a pumpkin.
Do you have one?
No, I've given them all away. I give all my shit away, man.
And I'm selfish. I don't give anything away.
Yeah, well.
But I keep everything that I don't need to keep. So that's just, yeah. Anyway, besides the point. I'm really good at keeping things.
I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I mean, I might go to my work and just kind of be a decorate. I don't know.
Last year you did how many pumpkins?
Oh my God. I do something every year where I get crazy, don't I?
You just do a bunch of them.
I made a bunch of pumpkins because they were easy. They were super easy, and I didn't have to. You don't have to think. You really. Although the ones that I was making last year were ribbed, so they looked even more pumpkin-y.
Oh, that's right.
You know, but this one is just because there's so much interest in here. It's gonna be beautiful.
So that's kind of what you can work on when you're around other people that can't see the other thing that you're actually working on.
Yes, because it's also mindless, and I'll show it when it's done. Because once it's done, I can't hang on. It's very difficult for me to hang on to a gift if it's being gifted. I need people to have it. Like, I have to give it to them because I have to.
That's why I can't Christmas shop in July, because if I buy it in July, you're getting it in July, and then I'll have to buy something again at Christmas.
That's what I'm saying. Plus, I want to show it off. So I think it's going to look really great. And I wish I could tell you more, but I will when I'm able to.
That's an awesome
It's going to be
project.
It's going to be so pretty. It's already so pretty, I think. So then, you guys, I'm surrounded by sock knitters. And while I know how to make socks, I've made socks in the past. They're not like the thing that I go to. However, because my daughter really enjoys making hats, that's what everybody's now getting from her. So now I am no longer making hats for everyone.
You have to pivot and give them something different than
something different. So my dad's birthday is in October. We're moving along to like what we're going to be doing. My dad's birthday is in October, and he is an alumni of Oregon State University. Go Beavs. And I was gifted this DK sock yarn from my friend. And so I'm gonna make him some like house socks. He is unlike me. I'm always hot. My dad is always cold. So I've never actually seen him in the house without socks on. I don't think I've ever, except in the heat of summer maybe. Anyway, so I'm gonna make him some house socks out of DK. I think he's gonna love it. I talked with my mom, and she said, "Oh, I bet he'd love it." So here we are. It could be the thing that makes me like what I would consider a sock knitter. We'll see.
And she asked, "Do you have any Beavers yarn left over?"
Of course.
Yes.
I knew the answer to that.
The answer is always yes.
And I have recruited my friend from work who I taught to knit last year. Did I teach her to knit?
Yeah.
Or the year before? I might have taught her the year before. I can't remember. Anyway, her dad's birthday is also at the end of October. So we're going to make dad socks. We're going on a dad sock journey together. Nice. And so I can help kind of pull her along into sock knitting. So I think that's going to be exciting. And a DK sock goes fast.
I hope you try my pattern. The simple no wrap heel sock. It's a simple, straightforward sock pattern with a short row heel that doesn't use wraps and turns. And it's great for a short row with like a contrast heel.
I'll probably do. I don't know if I'll do black heels or you
should do sparkle.
I know. I was thinking about sparkle toes. Then I can call him twinkle toes.
Yep.
He'll hate that. Which is why I will do it. So that's kind of what I have in my brain.
What you're planning, what you're working on next.
Oh, and then I still need to find a lacy wrap for another friend of mine's birthday.
That other yarn you showed last week.
Burgundy, purpley.
Kind of
gray. Yeah. So I'm still kind of I need to sit down and look through some stuff.
And that was how much yarn does Arminda have? You have 700 yards of that yarn that you
That
got.
was when I didn't know how to do math.
We did a knitting story problem.
Yeah. I think I probably saved something in Ravelry.
And
I probably labeled it with her name so I remember. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I hope.
Whatever. Find something different.
Yep. So that's kind of what's in my brain right now.
So what have I got in my brain right now?
You're doing this.
I am working on this. This is my goal, is to have this finished because I can't wait to cast on my next. What the call? Rocket tea. Oh my gosh, did you see me having a little stroke right there?
I was thinking, are you having a stroke? What's happening?
I couldn't think. Okay, so my rocket tea got so much attention. My rocket tea is freaking amazing. My neon stripe rocket tea.
It's famous.
It is super famous. Very famous.
Very famous.
So, loved it. Enjoyed knitting it. Looking forward to the next one. I have got the yarn project planning going on. It's probably going to get dyed next week. And it's going to be so good. And I'm wearing it to off. And people are going to love it. And they're going to say, can I get a kit for this? And the answer is going to be
yes.
Absolutely yes. Is it going to be neon? Yes, it is. Is it going to glow under black light? Yes, it is. Is it going to have an awesome extra special neato feature to it? Yes, it is. So stay tuned next week. Next time we podcast, I will have the yarn done and ready to show you what's on deck.
That's going to be the only podcast we have before off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know if I can get it done before off. That's 3 weeks away. That would have to be like I'd have to be monogamous in my knitting. I've never done that before. Ever. Like even in
Who even are you right now?
Even during this hour that we've been sitting here, I've worked on 3 things.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't know if I'm going to get done or not, but it's going to be awesome either way. So, long story short, too late. I have a new kit coming up for the
rocket
tea. What is the matter with my brain?
Call it stroke tea.
I don't know. Okay, so it's going to be striped or fade. It's going to be 6 colors. And
we didn't have a business meeting beforehand, so we're not really.
You don't know what
our
I'm talking about. I haven't
information
told you
is
this piece.
high and tight, so we don't have that like
part,
usual.
Yeah.
Our information is not.
I'll tell you the details. It's good. So I'm going to get that, and that'll be ready for off, and I'm going to have kits in a rainbow with confetti stripe, a bright rainbow confetti stripe, and then a neon rainbow confetti stripe. So there'll be 2 kits available, and these will be on my website also. So if you can't come to off, which many of you don't live close by,
right?
And then this extra new special.
If you don't want a vacation in the booming metropolis of Albany, Oregon.
I know, right? So that's what I've got planned.
And off is the Oregon Flock and Fiber Festival.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yes.
And it is September 20th and 21st. Not the 27th and 28th like I've been talking about. The 20th and 21st, which means I got 3 weeks, which is exactly the amount of time I had to prepare last year.
Oh, God.
I'm
going to have a stroke if
Nope. I'm way better. I'm further ahead of schedule.
Okay, good.
Than that from last year.
Because that was stressful for everyone.
It was stupid. I didn't sleep for, I think, a week. Like, I really slept, I think, 6 hours that week.
It was rough.
Before off.
It was super rough.
Super dumb.
So can we do the July?
Okay.
The JulAugust?
So I have a couple of colorways to share with you. An acquisition that I'm sharing and making available to you guys. I acquired it and I'm sharing it with you. But let's talk about the Kindness Club. Mm-hmm. Because July was a hot mess. I didn't do July. Mm-hmm. August, I was a little bit delayed getting August done, so I smashed them together and I give you JulAugust. JulAugust, this was my inspiration. So Long Summer, and these are the stripes. This was the inspiration, So Long Summer for JulAugust. And this is how the stripes turned out.
Look at that. Oh, that is so bright and pretty.
I love it.
So bright and pretty.
In the
there you
the
go.
order.
There you go.
Exactly right.
That looks so good.
so good. I'm so
So
pleased with
bright.
how they turned out. The colors worked out, and I'm happy with that. So this is the self-striping. And this is what the self-striping looks like. And every one of them came with this
I
water,
love that
this
Caribbean
summery,
blue kind of
yeah.
look. You know what?
And this was the stripes. And then this is the variegated. I love this neon pink purple.
Because that variegated in the sock
Looks
very
different.
So when you talk about gauge and all of that.
So this is the DK version of it and the sock version.
And it's very similar.
It's dyed in the same pattern as this. And look how different that looks in even just when I knit the sample, when I cranked a sample tube in a sock versus what you did here, definitely different. Because your gauge, the stitch count,
ribbing,
the needle size, all of those things have an impact on what you're going to get out of it.
And this looks, the light doesn't do it right. Like you can see the difference on the camera, but to the naked eye, it doesn't look quite so delineated, but it is all of these just cool colors.
So yeah,
it looks this can also do this, which I love.
So JulAugust came with these cute little
Oh, those little pineapples?
Little beach gnome with a beach ball, and these little summer.
Oh my gosh.
There's a pineapple. There is a flamingo.
Oh my gosh.
A palm tree.
Cute.
Yeah,
like
just little
those.
summery.
So cute.
Stitch shoppers. And there was a flip-flop stitch mark. Oh, it's right here. This cute little flip-flop stitch marker.
Oh, that's cute.
Is what came with for the stitch marker this month.
I love it.
So
fun. Beach
yarn.
Beachy.
Yeah,
JulAugust.
so long, JulAugust. Summer is fixing to be like
done.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is so pretty.
JulAugust. I love it. I thought you would appreciate those ones.
Oh, yeah, I like them.
The skeins for you.
That one? I'm going to have to make another hat.
I figured you'd love the DK variegated.
You know I would.
Yep.
And I might, you know what I should do?
And that's what goes with it.
I should just take these to my office, and every month there's a coffee table in my office where I work, and I just put it there, and I'll be like, the people say, what is this? That's dopamine.
Dopamine.
This is serotonin. It's like happy yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I bet people would love it.
I love this blue.
Yeah.
That blue turned out so good.
Look at it on camera, though. Wow. Oof.
Mm-hmm. And it's showing pretty true to color. It's not showing up green.
But we're like, it's so bright that I can't see like what's right in front of me, but I can see it on the camera. That's great.
I'm very pleased with how this turned out. Sorry for all the delays. I appreciate everybody who's been so patient, supportive, kind.
And we're done apologizing for it.
But also, I do appreciate people being understanding that it's just yarn and life is going on, behind the scenes that you may not see. And I appreciate people recognizing it, understanding that, and the kindness that you shared with me over that. Moving on, though, next month, September, I have a fun fall colorway coming up.
I like that.
It's going to be a bit of a reprise from something I've done before, not exactly, but a little bit.
Inspired
by. And that's for September. October is going to be a Halloween-y kind of that kind of vibe. And then November is a Christmas colorway. December is going to be a wintry colorway. So I've kind of got it planned out for the next few months. So if something you've not gotten involved in yet, check it out. Get in. I think I have a couple of spots usually every month for people that get in at the last minute. And then I always share a few extras when I remember to post them. When I remember to list them on my website, there's usually a few extra. I think I've got 4 extra variegated and 4 extra stripes.
Nice.
Sock and DK, whatever it is. I don't remember. But there's a few extras. So check them out.
Awesome.
And then I was doing an order for a yarn store in Colorado. And she wanted something sunset. So I made this. Look at that summery sunset dopamine, right? That orange is dopamine.
That hits the gas pedal, like, for sure.
I love it.
Like, my brain is humming.
It's so good. So this is Summer Sunset.
Love that.
And I've got 4 on sock, 4 on DK. This will be posted in the shop probably this week.
Like, are you kidding me?
It's so good.
Are you even joking right now? And a little bit of speckle in there. Oh. Oh. There's something like right there. I don't know what.
That pink, orange, yellow, just.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And then
So pretty.
our sweet friend Taylor had a request for something pink. She had a friend that she wanted to make a special gift for. She wants to wrap her in a hug.
Because if you don't know this about Taylor, she's probably one of the most thoughtful human beings on the planet.
She's amazing. She's so thoughtful. So she wanted to make something special for a friend of hers and wanted to just wrap her in a hug. So she wanted something pink, something soft, maybe some grays, and just something a hug, really. So this is what I came up with.
Oh, look at how pretty
Pink
that is.
and gray and white. And so I made a couple skeins for her on DK. And I was making it, so why not make a couple pans?
Why
not? Otherwise. So this is wrap yourself in a hug. I love it. And the pink, this hits all the buttons for me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the difference. I'm going to light something on fire, and she's going to give you a hug. Either way, you're going to be warm, and it's going to be great.
Isn't that so true, the difference between the two of us? I love it. So anyway, this hug yarn doesn't have an official name yet. And this
I think
this one does because I sent it to the yarn shop. So if you're in Colorado, go check out Colorful Yarns because she's got some.
Oh, that's so pretty.
And this will be on my website, sock and DK. I made some of both. Love it. Okay, so that's all the yarn I've dyed. I was so busy with the yarn JulAugust kit that I haven't dyed anything extra. I do have to tell you about something else, though, that's coming up, and it's available today. So this is posting tomorrow on Friday the 29th, or the 30th.
Okay.
The 30th, I think. Tomorrow's the 30th.
Is the 30th, yeah.
Check out my Instagram and follow, her name just escaped me. My brain just tilt. I have no idea what I'm trying to say.
It's the end of August. Everything's funky right now.
Slick Chick Bags.
Oh, yeah.
Slick Chick Bags. So she has a very special kit that's available. Beetlejuice.
Don't say it.
Don't say it 3 times. Don't you dare say it 3 times. But Beetlejuice.
You're
Kit.
thin ice.
All right. It's coming. And guess who's doing the yarn for the kit? That's me.
Is she the one who made the sock squatch and is on deck for the...
She's the one who's making my bags for Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Oh, boy. These are great. This
Great
is going to be
bags.
cool. Yeah.
So
It's called the Beetle Box.
It's a Beetle Box. Don't say it 3 times. The Beetle Box is available now. It comes with a bag, self-striping yarn with a matching mini, dyed by me, stitch markers that are being custom made for her, some stitch stoppers, some other things. So check out her listing, Slick Chick Bags. It's posted on my stories.
Slick.chick.bags.
Yes, it's posted on my stories, and I've been reposting it every day. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Grab one before they're gone because it's a limited run of this.
And it's going to go quick with the new movie coming out and the Halloween, and everybody just loves that movie. Don't you dare say it again.
Think about the main character. Think about those stripes, and that's what kind of yarn you're going to get.
So much fun. So
that's the other thing I've got coming up. I'm super excited about that. And I've got to get those done by next week. And then we've got off coming up and lots of yarn plans for that. The Kindness Club kit will be shipped after I get back from off. So off is the 20th and 21st. Kindness Club boxes will ship the next week.
Yeah. And then what do you want to tell us? What are you going to share in your shop for purchase that we like so much?
So I've showed you several times now a cute little yarn
basket.
bowl basket.
Yarn basket.
So these are made by Nampa Bespoke Totes.
So cute.
I reached out to her. I told her how much I loved them, and she made some for us. So these are, I may list it in my shop. I may just save them for off. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe I'll post them. But look. So there's another one in this yellow rainbow.
I do like that one. That's
cute. Right?
I like all of them.
I love them all, but I love the yellow rainbows. This one.
And she has so many in her shop.
She's got some
right?
in her shop as well.
Wow.
These fun. I told her I just wanted bright colors. I didn't care what pattern.
I love that one. And I also love that one. And I also love that one.
They're all so good.
Oh my God, I love it. Look at that one.
Oh, little
It
hearts
has like
on
little
it.
hearts, yes.
So they're so great too because they've got this really great square
I
bottom.
love it.
Holds your cake of yarn just perfectly. Keeps it from rolling around. You can go from the outside, from the inside. You can clip it closed. You can clip it onto your bag. Work directly from it. There's so much you can do. So Nampa Bespoke Totes. Her name is Becky. She is a gem, and I would love for you to go check out her website. Buy directly from her. I think she has hers. She's on Etsy. Yeah, Nampa Bespoke Totes on Etsy. You can buy directly from her shop. Some of these will be available at off, and I may list some of them on my website as well. But
Yeah.
help me support her because she's amazing, and she's an artist. So what happened is she made these for Three Loves Yarn, and that's where I got it. But she had just made one day. She was like, I think I could come up with something. She made one and had it at their like knit night or whatever.
And everyone loved it.
And they loved it. And like, could you make some more? She's like, well, yeah, I guess I can, like improve the pattern, make it up, and have it available. And
there it is.
there it is.
That's so great. That's so great.
So yeah.
I just want to look at this on screen some more.
And the yellow.
God. Why do I love it so much? I don't know. Anyway, Nampa Bespoke Totes.
Check her
Super
out.
freaking
She's
cute.
amazing.
Super
And
cute.
I'm excited to have these. So I'll have these at off for sure. Some of them will be available at off.
But they are limited on our end right now.
They are. This is all I have. What I showed you, that's what I have available. And they're all unique. So she doesn't, it's unusual that I have two in the same.
Yeah, that was probably a happy
Because she
accident.
knew that I had this one. So I told her I wanted rainbows. But usually they're limited there. And they're all different. This one with the orange on the inside.
I do like that. It's nice.
Love it. Okay.
So what else do we
see.
have to tell the people about? Oh, I'm going to put at the end, Clover has been on one with the hats.
Oh, yeah.
She's made like 3 hats. I think she'll probably have 5 done by the end of the week.
Oh, my goodness. She's amazing.
She's just cranking them out. She's got some friends who have birthdays, blah, blah, blah. So she is, let's see, I'm Smells Like Knit on Instagram. And so my daughter is Sounds Crafty.
Sounds and smells.
Sounds and Smells. And so maybe I'll put some, because she used your graffiti rainbow
That
to
one's
make
so
that
good.
hat for our friend Soleil and for her birthday, and she loved it.
It's a good one.
She did that like that feathery dip stitch with it or whatever. Or feathers or hearts, I can't remember which one it was, but it turned out great. And then she's done some of the his and hers reversible with that baby cable. This kid,
She's good.
she's really, her cables are looking great. So I might add those at the end because they're cute and they've got some of your yarn.
Yeah,
in
and you're
them.
proud of her.
Mhm,
She's doing a great job.
She's doing a great job. She's
very,
in between
very
terms
good.
right now, so she's doing things to keep herself out of trouble.
Awesome. Oh yeah, don't let me take your.
Don't take my song
your
for
yarn.
Twinkle Toes. I think, do we have anything? Oh, mystery at off. If you come to off, if you're local and you're coming to Oregon Flock and Fiber.
First of all, I think there's 12 skeins of mystery yarn available on my website.
Gotcha.
It's $15 to $18 or $20 for a sock set. There's only a few of those left.
Okay.
So run over to my website, check them out, grab a mystery skein.
So much fun.
Separate from those mystery, because those are already set aside for that. So then at off, Oregon Flock and Fiber, come see us. I'm going to have mystery skeins. So you can purchase a mystery skein, and inside the package of your mystery yarn, I want you to open it while you're standing there.
Right. And this is why.
Get a surprise.
Yes.
A coupon, a gift card, a free something. It's going to be a variety of things, like a free skein of yarn, a free mini, stitch stoppers, like a $10 gift card, or pick any skein of yarn that's in the shop, whatever. It's going to be things like that.
It's going to be so fun.
So come see us for that. And then we're also going to, with that, if you purchase a mystery bag, you're going to get a token. And from there, we're going to have 3 local charity, like fundraiser organizations that we want to donate money to. And with that purchase, you're also purchasing that token that will then get to pick and choose that $1 donation as to which organization it goes to.
That's so fun.
So it's a way for you to get something exciting. You have no idea what you're going to get, but then you can also help us to support some local organizations that, and you get to pick which one you want to support.
Totally.
So it'll be fun.
Super great.
And yeah.
Oh, I want to make a disclaimer, because we did talk about politics, which we don't always do.
We don't. That's not a typical thing.
Which I'm not opposed to talk about politics, but I do want to tell people, if you don't agree and you feel like you need to be hateful or snotty or whatever, you do not need to announce your departure. You don't need to let us know. You don't need to tell us that we're wrong, because I'm not going to entertain it. This is not an airport.
Peace out.
You can just unfollow if you don't like it, and
Unfollow,
we don't need to be
unsubscribe.
friends anymore. That's totally fine.
If we haven't made it abundantly
clear,
without saying, here's our Harris-Walz chicken. If we haven't made it abundantly clear,
if you don't know by now,
side of the line we're on, we're about kindness and about progress and about fairness and equality and free lunches for kids and libraries and
agency
bodily
over our
autonomy,
own body.
right? You can kind of guess who we're going to vote for. So if none of that aligns with you, that's
great.
okay.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah. Go find less. Go find something different somewhere else.
Have the day you deserve.
But for those of you that are still around and that continue to follow us, support us, and agree with some of the things that we're talking about, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Get out and vote. Make sure you're registered to vote. Check with your friends. Encourage your friends to vote. I had a conversation with my daughter. It's like, I don't need to vote. I'm like, oh, girlfriend, let's have a chat. So we talked about it. And so
if you want to live in my house, you need to vote.
She says to me, she says, Mom, I'm done with this conversation. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
I'm going to keep talking.
I said what I needed to say, and I left it at that. This was this was about a month ago. And then a few days later, she was talking to her dad. She says, so I think I'm going to register to vote. And I'm like,
sometimes it has to percolate.
She just had to hear it, and it's like, my vote doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Especially for many communities, and I can only speak for women in particular. I am part of that community, for the queer community. There's a lot on the line, folks.
There is.
So,
and if you have never had to worry or question or be afraid that a decision could be made that took away some of your rights, you're so privileged, and you should absolutely stand up for those that have to question and worry and be afraid that their rights could be taken away at any time. Get out there and support them.
Their liberty could be taken
Absolutely.
away. So, I like what you said. We're on the side of kindness. Even when some of us are assholes, we are assholes for kindness. That's my campaign platform.
You are the kindest asshole I've ever met.
You know, you're not the first person to actually say those words to me. You are the nicest asshole I've ever met. Yes. The kindest he did say you're the kindest asshole. Assholes for kindness. I mean, you know.
All right, enough about that. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for supporting us, and
thanks for watching.
Being here.
Happy
love ya.
Crafting.
Yep, have fun with whatever you're doing, and comment something.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Somebody said you don't even tell people to subscribe.
Oh, okay. Subscribe, I guess.
Subscribe and like and comment and engage. Yeah. Whatever.
We just like to talk to ourselves on the internet sometimes, and that's okay too. Whatever. Oh, wait. Speaking of being on the internet, I don't know if you all heard from We Share Needles, because I watch them.
She's famous.
I'm not famous, but my chickens with pom-poms are famous.
They are famous.
So
Kristen talked about you on the podcast, and
she
she's
did,
like,
about the poms.
Kindful Knits, and they don't do the comb on the top. They do the pom. She's like, that's what I'm going to do. She's making a chicken for JJ.
I had to rewind. I called her up. She was at the coast, and I'm like, oh my God, they're talking about my chicken. I was freaking out. So anyway, I don't know that they watch us, but I was so excited.
Kristen follows our Instagram.
I'm so excited about it. I felt some kind of way. It was great. Anyway,
paying attention to
no hooks given are the poms that we prefer, and
of choice.
Poms of choice. And then there's someone on Etsy. I'll put it in the show notes.
I can't remember it.
So I only use 2 poms because I'm snotty about poms.
I had a few of them that I purchased from Amazon that were kind of rainbowy poms, and they're fine, but they're small. These big ones that just say, "Look out, bitches! I'm here."
Big palm.
They're like,
I like big palms, and I cannot lie.
Oh,
okay, you guys, we're on the edge of lunacy.
Ridiculous.
We're gonna go now. We're gonna get some dinner. Happy crafting.
Bye, friends.
Bye.